Thank you for not reading emails. I even noticed your computer's tilted down like she's not tempted. Oh, f*** you. Shrink This with Lisa Lampanelli, the podcast no one's listening to, no one's talking about, and I could give two craps. But yet secretly I'm hiding the sadness. With me is Nick Scopoletti, who is wearing sunglasses and will immediately be told by me to take them off, and I'll tell you why.
Dude, this is my new thing.
No, he's such an idiot.
They're see-through.
Celia, shut up. When we were driving today, I said, what is with those glasses? And he said his female friend had them. And he thought they looked good, so he bought them. Also, he's wearing her bra because his tits are huge and it looks good on her. Please take off your glasses only because, I'll tell you, it leads into our topic for today. By the way, Shrink This Show with Lisa Lampanelli. Please send us your email if you need advice, if you're so desperate that you can't afford therapy. Or you don't want to afford therapy, right, or you just don't want to really go that deep, send us your questions at shrinkthisShow@gmail.com. Celia will then weed out the ones that are negative and awful and give me the easy ones to answer. Is that true, Celia? Is your microphone on?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Celia.
She's here.
She's here. She's
Hold
queer.
on, Celia, I can't see you.
Put those down. Today, our topic is resentments. And see, here's the deal. In the old days, when I was a quiet young lass, if someone showed up with sunglasses on, that's one of my bugaboos, if you will. I never liked it because I couldn't see their eyes, and I communicate a lot through the eyes, and I would hold it in. I'd be like, oh my gosh, is it my place to say, take off your effing glasses? I can't see your eyes. So I would build a resentment, and then I would never hang out with them again. So that's why I think it's important that I told you that once I had a female friend. Now, I'll tell you, this is not going to be popular, this opinion I'm going to give you. She had a very heavy Japanese accent. Her name was Yumi. Well, every time we hung out together, I'd get a headache. Because I'd strain, and you know how you strain when you're pooping? That's how much I was straining to understand the accent. So I'd have a headache, and I disappeared. I should have instead bought her a language course on how to speak like an English. That's what I should have done. But the resentment grew, and while I understand people have certain limits and things I have to accept, the more that we can bring up when we're becoming resentful, the better. Is that not true, Nick? Why let it fester is my question.
You can't let it fester, dude. Then you turn into me. You're a 37-year-old man wearing sunglasses and a Sabrina Carpenter t-shirt.
And who's misshapen.
Right now just from sheer depression.
Do you think resentments help? I think, you ever notice the thinner people are, the less resentments they have? No. Do you ever notice that if you get it out of your chest, if it gets it off your chest, you're so much more unburdened?
Absolutely.
We're not eating our feelings. We're not drinking our feelings. We're not shooting the smack. We're not smoking the crack like Celia does. That's how she lost the weight, by the way. It's the crack. Yeah. I know, and you know what? It works, so who cares?
Exactly.
Fully love it for you.
All of the cocaine.
Crack and Ozempic.
Yes.
We love it.
What did he say?
I said crack and Ozempic.
Yeah, well, they are a good combination platter. So
I'm kidding. She's 23. You did it on your own.
I mean, and even if she didn't, who cares?
Yeah, let me see you. I can't really see you.
Oh, we take them off.
I really want to try them on.
No, you?
Yeah.
Listen.
I like.
You're barely holding it together without. Let me see.
Cutie!
You do look cute. You can leave them on the whole show.
Oh.
Yeah, they look really cute. All right. So, by the way, just a quick show note. If you're seeing a different type of video than you usually do, you may or may not, it's because there was a video problem in the studio. So if we're looking a little different from the angles, then that's what it's about. I'm about true transparency.
The iPhone camera adds about 30, 35 pounds.
Not to me, because I'm slight.
Right.
Yes.
For Lisa, it's the opposite, but for me.
So, Nick, I know we've talked in the past about resentments. You brought up when you had to drive old Granny around. Now, old Granny, for those of you who didn't hear episode whatever where Nick was complaining about driving old Granny around, old Granny's dead, so we're allowed to talk about her.
And she died in a car accident.
Yeah, ironically enough, when you were not driving.
Got her in the end.
Yes. So When do you think the resentment started to build about being the go-to for the caretaking of someone?
I think, man, I mean, it wasn't even. I definitely was annoyed. All right, so let's preface it this way. Every holiday, I always had to like go pick her up, right, and bring her places. I live, for those who don't, I live in Connecticut, right? I live in like Southern Connecticut, Fairfield County. She lived in New Rochelle and Westchester. So I would have to drive down from Connecticut, pick her up in New Rochelle. Then we would have to go battle traffic all the way to upstate past Albany every year.
Right.
And I used to hate it because one year I suggested that she just comes up to me an hour and then we could drive the rest of the way. Traffic freaks. Every year the traffic would piss her off. And blah, blah, blah.
Right, but I remember the story. So my question is, how many years had you done this before you started to notice that it was really bothering you? Or was it immediate? Was it the first time?
I think it started to bother me when she would complain to her sisters about it. And then my great aunts would call me. That's when it was probably a few years in.
So it was like
I would
you were
be like, hey, I'd be like, I went from all the time driving her to like now I'm like 27. I'd be like, hey, can we let's switch it up this year? And I would get calls. Why don't you just pick her up? She's your grandmother. Why are you doing this? I go, I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to avoid traffic. And that's it. So it took a few years. And that's what caused the resentment of like, why is this such a fucking big deal?
Well, did it start? Because I think when I've been processing resentment recently, I'll notice it first, like in the body. So you notice it in the neck, you notice it in your gut, you notice it in your heart, or so a lot of people notice it in their throat because they can't say what they want. So did you notice that it manifest itself anywhere? Because if we don't feel something, we can't react to it.
For most of my stuff, it's always lower back stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you have a previous injury there?
I do. I don't know for sure. It's always been a point of contention for me. Like I don't know if I ever herniated a disc. I don't really know. I've just kind of rehabbed it and been back and helped, figured it out and done exercises and whatever. But there were, I think it's more emotional than anything. Like to be honest, after she died, my back for a year was just like, sometimes walking hurt.
Wow.
Like it was it was immediate almost.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember burying her on a Friday and the funeral and the whole week leading up to it. And then Monday I was like, I'm going to work out today. And like within 10 minutes of working out, I would hurt myself. So
we could still blame Granny for everything bad in your life because she's the reason you're fat.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, this is so long ago. It was like 8-9 years. I had chances to
no, but I think
and I've been good. And then you're catching me on my fats. It's all right.
It's all right. You know what? You're just showing that it's okay to be imperfect, unlike me and Celia, who are perfect.
Right.
I know.
She liked that.
She liked it. Finally, a smile out of this one. Boy, what a pill today, huh? Nick, we'll talk about her and how much we resent her later.
Let's hit her.
No, but I think this is why I'm proud of myself as the person right now who recently, I just can't let anything go. If I don't say something, then it's my fault and I'm going to have a problem. So I was at a restaurant the other day and I was a little tweaked because they didn't bring water and I was super thirsty. But it was like 10 minutes, which is a long time for water. And I'm there almost every week. And I was like, I'm at the point of like, do I have to bring a bottle of water in myself for like an emergency? Okay. That I shouldn't have to bring water into a restaurant, right? So I said, hey, because we're at a table that's kind of remote. And I go, can I just get some water? I lie all the time. I go, I have to take a pill real quick. And they're like, okay. So I get the water and then the waitress comes. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. Like this table, we forgot you were here. And I go, it's never you guys. It's management. I go, they should have told you we were here. I go, don't worry. I'm not mad at you. You didn't do anything wrong. But if I don't say something, then I'm going to feel like, oh my God, this is going to build. I'm never going to want to go to this place again. So then this other waiter comes up and he goes, oh, we're so sorry we ignored you guys. I go, no, it's not your fault. It's definitely management. And he goes, yeah, don't they know you're a VIP? And I couldn't let it go. And I go, no, that's the point. I'm not. I go, because I find it difficult to say something because you might think I want special treatment because of my name. I don't. So if I don't say those things out loud to him, I'm going to then resent that he thinks I think who the fuck I am. When deep down, I'm never like that.
No.
So I think I'm just so conscious of not letting anything go right now. And I think it's better that way. I mean, I remember screaming at you in the car. This was my favorite. We still laugh about this so much, me and our friend Jew Ginsburg. We laughed so hard. Like a year ago, we were on our way home from his one-man show, his solo show. And we're in the car, and I was so fucking mad at you because you are one of those people, and this is not now, but before, they tell you what you want to hear for a while. So when I brought up to you about doing the podcast, I was like, okay, so do you want to do like sidekick, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, when can you do it? And you go, anytime. And I'm like, suddenly it's like it actually happens. And then you're like, yeah, I could do it Thursday from 12 to 3. I'm like, what the fuck happened to any time? What the fuck? And I'm in the car and I'm just got to get it out. And so I'm like, I have to yell at him right now. I have to fucking scream at him. And I was like, what happened to any time? You dopey cocksucker, because you wanted it. You wanted to do it. And so you, instead of being like, and I get back then, like, you were not like as open as now.
Right.
So you probably were in fear that, oh gosh, if I say I only have 3 hours a week, then I'll totally not get this thing. So it was probably out of scarcity or fear or whatever. But what it comes across as like, well, I want this thing and I'm going to lie to get it, you know? Like, and again, fucking iHeart too. Celia, you can listen to this shit. Suddenly with iHeart, oh, we're going to release it every other week. Now it's every week and I got to come here and we're going 2 a day. And they're Nick, you're no better. And they're no better. Anytime. Okay. Oh, the contracts are coming up. Oh, so we can record when? Oh, anytime. I'm like, oh, so Saturday? Well, no, not Saturday, Sunday. Well, how about in the morning? Well, no, can't do that because Elvis. You mother's cunting me. When the fuck is the any time? So get Andrew in here.
Yeah.
We're gonna yell. No, but see, it's the any time. And then that builds a resentment. So it's not saying they're wrong. It's not saying you were wrong. I get where it comes from. But then it's my job to go, oh shit, I'm really resentful that I'm not getting what I want. And let me just say something about it. So after I yelled at you about it, then we had like actual talk about it. I was like, okay. So I think it's just noticing it before you get to the yelling stage. Although I'm clearly still holding resentment for Celia and the
That makes
iHeart
sense.
radio family.
I mean, do you resent me if I put these back on?
Put those glasses down.
I don't know. I can't see.
But what do you say?
I can't see. I'm just going to pretend they're prescription.
Yeah, exactly. So what the problem is, we gotta notice it, get the freaking thing addressed, and then try to move on from it. How do you move on to it before the person? So, okay, your grandmother's dead. So you can work on the resentment and have it go. Sadly, we can't kill our relatives or friends.
You can.
So how do we do it in the moment? Can you think of anything else you've resented? I'll tell you one from my life. Why that you asked? I noticed recently I am in friendship, what you call a friendship initiator. I'm the person who has tons of ideas and asks people to do things all the time. Well, they say you teach people how to treat you. I notice these dopey cocksucker friends of mine don't bother thinking of nothing, but yet they always say yes. What does this indicate to you, Celia?
You're
It
the
indicates
planner.
to you that I have great ideas and my friends don't dislike me because they're saying yes. They're not bored people. They just have gotten used to me doing it, so then they don't have to do it. So whose fault is this? Half mine, half theirs. That's how I figure. Because I set this system up, so I have to bring it up to them before I resent it. Because I started noticing, oh my God, I resent now never being called and asked to do anything. So I set these two down, and I said, how are we going to fix this? I take half the blame, how are we going to do this? And we made a plan to like each take a month and have a different idea and be like all gay about it. So we came up with a solution. But I was noticing the resentment right here. And if you see the good video, I'm pointing at my throat, which means how can I get this out and tell them? So don't you think that was mature, Celia? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. No. Do you agree? This resentment thing?
This happened to me actually last week with my friend. I had the same experience happen where like I wasn't getting what I needed really. Like I needed to kind of be checked in on. But then I was like, that's not really fair either. Because how can you expect someone to do that if you don't tell them that like something's going on? So I ended up calling my friend and just being like, listen, like I need you to be there for me. And like I was mad at you that you weren't checking in on me, but I didn't even tell you. So how could I have been mad at you? And then we ended up talking for like 2 hours and it was perfect.
Well, it almost seems like we expect them to be mind readers because there's that trope of like, best friends can read each other's minds. And like I knew it before she did, that's what she needed. Well, that's not like reality.
Like, I know you and you're not okay. Like, that's what's going to happen.
Oh
like,
my God.
They're not going to be like, you're acting different. Like, you know, what's going on? Like,
well, and also with you, it's hard to tell when you're acting different because you're such a phony that no one's sure who the real Celia is.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah,
Now, suppose you started getting a resentment about like us making fun of you. Yeah, I'm not saying you do.
No.
But if you did, like, we're not like bosses or anything.
Yeah, but I still don't know what I would do.
Yeah, that's sad to me because I would love, no. I love when people come up and they say, hey, like, you know, I don't want to talk about that subject. If you could not talk about it, that'd be great, or whatever it is. Because then I know it'll sting a little.
Yeah.
But then you're like, well, at least I know how to like act, you know. But there's some people who are just gonna not have the bravery to do it. Is that what it is? Is it a fear?
I think sometimes it's a fear or like a fear of rejection almost, or like you don't want things to change. For me, like I didn't want my friend, for example, to think that I was being like a needy friend and like different than normal, like annoying and bothersome.
So you weren't allowing your full range of emotions and full human experience because everyone is needy once in a while. Everyone needs more at certain points in their life than others. So it's like, oh, wow, Celia just showed this humanity. And, you know, as long as it's a safe person who won't use it against you, which it sounds like it is, then it's okay. So you have to really trust somebody, though, I think, to bring up, hey, I'm starting to resent that I'm making all the plans. And how can we, and also I think it's owning part of it, too, like the way you just own that. Like I had to own to these friends of mine that I was like, yeah, I set up this system where I have all the ideas, but now I notice me going, ugh, I feel, and resentment is really just, for me, I'm just kind of sad that you're not reaching out.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. I was like sad, like why are you not texting me, like how are you, or something.
Yeah.
But like, how can you expect that if you don't communicate? So.
Right, because they might be, I want to leave you alone. I want to leave her alone. I called this, there's this kind of famous-ish podcaster that I was on his show maybe 7 years ago. I was just thinking about him because I just love him. He's so much fun. And yesterday I called him and out of nowhere, like why would he expect to hear from me? We had the best, longest talk. And I said to him, he has 2 books coming out. And I go, and remember, you can call me anytime. And I'd love to be a first reader on your book. Because what they'll do is they'll send it out to a few friends for advice. And he goes, really? You would do that? I'm like, yeah. So I'm teaching him that he's allowed to call. And I go, and don't be the guy who goes, oh, she's too busy. She probably doesn't want to talk to me. He goes, that's what I would have instantly thought. That, oh, why would she want to hear from me? So just teaching people that way is really good. Yeah. But boy, the second I notice a resentment starting to build now, I got to say something. Like the paying thing, like there's this whole thing about like, does it really even out in the end if you're always paying for somebody, or what's that thing? And when it could be a Diet Coke from a McDonald's, a drink from Starbucks for $3, that could tip it and break the camel's back. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. So I think a lot of the problem is we let the little things tie us down and weigh us down till we explode. There's something in between the noticing that'll let us not do the exploding. Does that make sense, Nick?
Hell yeah. I like to explode.
I'm going to start to resent him because I told him in the car, I go, you're in that kind of mood. You're just going to go to not listening and saying just some funny, dirty thing.
I was waiting for that.
Okay, so really answer truthfully now so I don't resent
Say
you.
the question again. I'm sorry.
Oh, you freaking idiot.
I forgot. I made a joke. Hold
I
on.
know. You're such an idiot. Didn't we do a episode on Leave a Tender Moment Alone? And of course, you never did. Yeah, thank you, Celia, fact checker. Are you going to start resenting her because she's
Celia.
a teacher's pet?
She is a teacher's pet. No, I think it's good for her. She needs to be a teacher's pet today. I get it. It makes sense.
I said, have you ever underreacted to a resentment and then had it sort of explode? You must have.
Oh, yeah.
Like with dating and stuff.
That's all I've done. Like, that's my thing is just holding on and being like, I can deal with this. I don't need whatever. I'm fine. And then.
So it's white knuckling it.
Oh.
Do you think a lot of it comes from just not wanting to be viewed as a problem? Like, look at how much I can handle.
Not wanting to bother people, not wanting to be a problem, not also just being afraid that if I do stick up for myself, I'm going to be left. I'm going to get abandoned.
So there's so much heaviness that comes from like all those repercussions that, I'll just like hold it in and it's just, and then you explode on the wrong person. Then you'll be like yelling at the guy in the grocery store or in the post office. And it's like, oh, that guy didn't deserve what I was holding in about my girlfriend or my boyfriend or Celia.
Right, or Celia.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's terrible.
I would say, like, I don't explode on. The problem is I think also, too, and we've talked about this, I hold it in because I am afraid of exploding on that person. So then I take it inward and then I put it all on me.
And
then,
how do you
eventually it works its way back out.
Right. So it's really just, again, the pushing down just never really works.
Yeah, I try, but it always comes back, man.
But I've always observed those people too, because now that I'm the person who doesn't let anything go so nothing builds up and says it nice, say what you mean what you say, but don't say it mean. So, okay, if I said to that waiter, no, I actually don't want VIP treatment. I just don't want you to misunderstand me. If I'd have let it go, I'd be like, oh, no, this guy thinks that of me. Fuck that guy. I'm not coming here anymore. Start Googling other restaurants in the area. And suddenly this place I used to love now is the enemy.
Right.
So instead it was just like diffused. And also then we don't turn it on ourselves. We don't do the eating. We don't do the drinking. We don't do all those behaviors that make us just be angry with ourselves versus who we should be getting a little tweaked at in the first place.
Right. Yeah. That's, it's a big problem for me.
Yeah. How are you working on that?
Just really focusing on speaking my truth in the moment and not letting stuff go. Like I had a moment a few weeks ago where something happened and I was like, it really bothered me. And I was about to get up and just be like, okay, and like leave. And then I stopped and talked to that person. I said, you know what? Actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I told them and it was received well. And they go, okay, all right, I understand that. And that was it. And I go, oh,
wow, should have been doing this all along. Yeah.
I mean, even if it wasn't well received, it doesn't matter. I still should be doing that.
Yeah.
So it
See, when it's not received well, that's the challenge. But also there's the challenge of, like, I told my therapist how I was like, oh, I talked to my friends about, initiating more. And we came up with this really good plan. And it's so cute because they both already text me with ideas. And she just goes, and she's not negative. She's really positive. She goes, yeah, and let's just make sure that that behavior stays, that they keep that up. And I was like, oh, like she's right. Like you really, just because somebody says I'll call you when to check on you to see if you're feeling well, and that could stop.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh gosh, remember we had that talk? How can we make this work again so I'm not resentful? Yeah. And honestly, the people who think you're needy or, oh boy, she brings everything up all the time, then those probably aren't the right people to be besties with. They might be good acquaintances, but they might not be the best of friends. Like I met a woman at Kripalu, and which is this yoga and meditation place. I do neither of those things. I just go there to hide and to see various people doing activities that I don't want to do. And I met a woman in a workshop. She was really nice, doesn't live far from me. And she wanted to have lunch. And I texted her, okay, let me know what times that are good for you. And she goes, well, weekdays are usually better because, and this is the single person, childless single person's nightmare, because weekends are usually family stuff. And then I saw a TikTok about being the single friend on weekends who never gets asked to do anything because everyone has family, friends, or kids. I know, excuse me, not friends, family or kids. And it's that thing of like, oh, I'm relegated to Wednesday at noon. I'm relegated to anything before 6 o'clock on Friday. So I have to address that. Yes, we're newish friends. So obviously you would never say anything soon. But if it's a pattern where you're like, oh, I can never do anything on a weekend with someone, I'll probably have to bring that up. And if it doesn't land right and they say, well, that's kind of my boundary, you say, okay, we have different boundaries and that's fine.
Right.
And then you either move on or you go Thursday at 3 when Celia's making us tape the podcast is when I have to cancel the podcast because I'm absolutely going to lunch with that person.
Yeah, and Celia's a bitch.
Yeah. Do you ever have that too where like you're kind of feel relegated by some people?
I mean, I'm the last single friend in my friend group, so sure. There's times where they all have kids, and now they're older, and they have a birthday party every weekend.
Yeah, oh God, that damn kid's birthday
They're
party
all in
crap.
school. They got a birthday party every weekend. They got sports, but like luckily, like I'm a part of some, not the birthday parties, but like when their kids have birthday parties, I'm there. Not every kids, but when my friends' kids, I'm there. Sporting events, I'm there most of the time. But like, yeah, they have their own life, and now they have their own a different friend group now. It's the parents of their kids' friend. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And honestly, who wants to really be involved with that?
Yeah.
Like that's also another thing where just because we want to be asked doesn't mean we actually want to go to the thing. Just the ask feels nice.
Yeah. And it's fine. Like I have my own shit on the weekends too. I got shows or whatever the fuck I'm doing. Like I'm not going to be like, hey, you want to get a babysitter and come hang out? Like I know they.
Well, but also you're a guy.
Yeah.
And I also think that your age group is more inclusive that way. My age group isn't as inclusive. So I think, again, so resentment doesn't come up and it doesn't build. It's just going to have to be. I notice, I think the way to do it, honestly, is I notice like every time we plan something that I kind of feel like my neck hurts and like just be honest about it and say, I feel like kind of pushed aside to the weekdays. Anything we can do about that? And even if you can't do anything to change it, at least it's out there. At least you've said it. So I think the noticing, the not overreacting and just jumping and yelling and then discussing it. And then if they're not supposed to be your friends or family, they're not supposed to be. And sometimes grannies die and we're happy.
Thrilled.
Oh my God. Wow. Well,
no, it's sad.
No, I know. Shut up.
Some people gotta
No one's
go.
listening to your granny bashing. Too bad.
No, I can't wait for her sisters to die. That's
Oh,
my favorite.
Jesus Christ. That's a whole new podcast. We'll tape next week on rating for your relatives to die and how to administer the lethal injection.
I'm going to practice on Celia.
Do you know I know someone who's helped 2 people die out of in a different country because it's legal in some countries? And I said, give me that guy's number. Give me that injection now.
Dude, I'm ready.
So that I could give it to Celia because she needs to die. Wait, so let's just take, she just spouted a random big word, euthanasia.
So you put a dog down.
Well, it's also how you put a human down, honey. So get ready because you're going to be having to give me the shot. Okay?
I'll do it.
All right, so that before we take a break, Celia, just be transparent and honest. No one's going to get mad at you or think less of you. Should we make fun of you less?
I don't care.
No, are you sure? I'm really trying to get you to be
I'm
honest.
pretty evil myself, so like I can't tell somebody to stop making fun of
That's
me.
that's not a thing. I was an insult comic for 30 years without any sort of thick skin. I pretended to like it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So trust me, I know the struggle.
Like
so
No, like, it
do you
doesn't bother
ever
me.
do you ever go home and you're like, oh, that one thing they said, like my skinny tits, that hurt my feelings?
No.
Okay, so
skinny
so we could say skinny tits.
I don't really know what that means.
I don't. It means just that you're thinner now and your tits look good. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So, oh,
you
you're
know,
taking
like-
that as a, all right. So I'm
Okay.
going to give you full permission because I'm not your boss. You can always be like, hey, man, that was a little close to the bone. I would
Okay.
really like you to.
I probably won't ever do that.
Oh,
but
geez. All right. You know what?
you
Then
can
it's
see
not
it in
my fault.
Face. Like,
Okay.
My face will turn red, and I'll be like,
So okay. So that's a good thing to tell someone. Oh gosh, I find it hard to use the words sometimes, but you'll notice I kind of pull back or whatever.
yeah. But I mean, I've never experienced it here, so
So what I should do is wear sunglasses so I don't notice that and just keep barreling through.
exactly.
Okay,
And
Nick, can
just
I have
rip
your
me to
sunglasses,
shreds.
please? Take off those glasses and
No, I
read
need
those
them to
letters.
read.
No, you don't. Okay, go ahead, Nick. Who did we hear from?
Number 1. Dear Lisa, I'm Kelly, 58. I live in Cincinnati. And honestly, I'm tired.
Oh, Kelly.
I fucking get it. I've been the one taking care of everyone, my mom, my kids. I keep saying yes because that's what I've always done, but lately I feel this quiet rage bubbling up. Like, do I just walk around pissed for the next 20 years, or do I finally say, enough? And how do I start pulling back without everyone thinking you're the world's worst person? Kelly.
That's a lot of catastrophizing, isn't it? World's worst person. There's at least 2 worse people than Kelly, who says she doesn't want to take care of her parents. There's Hitler. He was pretty bad.
And
there's
Celia.
No. No, there's like, she didn't turn red and get mad, so I think
Yeah.
we're okay. But we instantly jump to I'm the worst, I'm the least valuable. And also there's something in between. If you notice, quote, rage bubbling up, yeah, it's time to say something. So you can't just stuff it the rest of your life, Kelly. You got to do something. First of all, you elected to have those kids. I'm assuming there's a guy in the mix a little. Maybe ask that fucking sperm donor for a little help. I mean, shouldn't it be half his responsibility, or at least a third? Or the guy who's, kicking around the house doing nothing? These guys who live off you and quit their job? Does that sound like something I've lived through?
Yeah.
A little bit? No. But I think that's such a classic. It's called the sandwich generation, where you're taking care of parents and kids. And they say there's nothing harder to live through than that, because you kind of feel like you're abandoning both. There's nothing better sometimes, as Nick has showed us, than a dead grandma. So either you kill your grandmother through what method, Celia? What's that called?
Euthanasia.
I thought you were leaving the mic on, so I didn't have to wait.
Well, I didn't want to hear me typing.
Why is she typing during a show?
Because
See, I have
sometimes
resentment.
I have emails to answer.
See, I have
She's
resentment about that. I'm going to tell you right now, look at
She's
me.
on Snapchat.
Look at me. I would rather you concentrate on the show when we're on the air and not look at emails. Is that too much to ask?
No.
No, are you sure? If it is, if you really urgently have to, you can tell me.
No, I mean, sometimes I have to, but like, no, I can.
Yeah, I would really prefer if you were present.
Okay.
But if it does impede your job with someone else who's more important.
Nobody's more important.
No, it is. You're an idiot if you think no one's more important than us. Then you got really low self-esteem. But I enjoy your presence on the show and would feel really good if you were fully invested and not half in and half out like you clearly are.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, it's good when you're present, when you're on. But if it's a thing where you have to do it, I get it. And I'll deal with my sadness. Call Andrew and say we need somebody else.
Who's gonna replace me?
No, I know.
Me.
Well, you go to this thing called LinkedIn, who are not a sponsor, and you ask for typist. Okay, how's that?
Typist.
No, I mean, okay, so we got that straightened out. But anyway, so I got distracted from Kelly's dumb letter. Well, all I have to say to Kelly is,
Taking care of all these bitches.
you feel the damn rage bubbling up. say something before you either drown all those kids like Susan Smith did, arguably a great solution, or euthanize your fucking mother. I've turned that into a nice noun, if you will. So you got to do something or somebody's dying. That's what I think. What do you think?
I think you got to look through life with rose-colored glasses.
I'm telling you, Celia, give me those glasses right now.
No.
Yellow tinted glasses.
I know. It's
Urine
terrible.
tinted.
Oh,
you
God.
listen.
I have two useless cocksuckers. And that's what I'm going to write a LinkedIn job posting.
Useless cocksuckers.
Less useless cocksuckers needed. Less useless cocksuckers. Second letter?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say real quick, Kelly, just fucking tell them what's up, dude. You don't want to kill anybody and have all these resentments.
Well, because
I do.
Then you're in jail.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. Unless you want to be in jail.
I know. All right.
Life's a
Second
prison.
letter.
All right. Letter number 2. Dear Lisa, my wife.
Wait, you know what's bothering me?
What?
And I don't want to build a resentment towards that piece of paper. I print things out at home on paper that I've already used so I can conserve and it can recycle. I recycle the paper I print out one side of. So Nick, poor thing, doesn't know this, and he's holding up a full sheet of barrel jeans from Gap, because the minute I saw that Gap commercial with Cat's Eye, if you will, I said, my milkshake has brought many boys to my yard. I am going to buy those barrel jeans from the Gap. So Nick, you're holding that up, and please hold it down so no one sees my barrel jeans. Go ahead.
All right. Dear Lisa, my wife loves going out for couples dinners with the same 3 couples. They all drink like fish, 3 or 4 drinks apiece, and the men talk about golf the whole...
This is definitely a white person.
Yeah, talk about
I
golf
can't
the whole time.
stand it.
My wife usually has 1 glass of wine, but I don't drink or play golf. But I certainly pay the bill at the end, and it's at least double what we really should owe.
Yep.
I've never tried to itemize the bill, which I kind of hate, but I've always left feeling taken advantage of. Do you think it makes more sense to tell my wife I don't want to go out with them anymore, or propose itemizing the bill? Thanks, Jared. Weston, Connecticut.
Yeah, well, of course. That, is a classic question. Because you don't want to seem like the cheap bastard who'd itemize.
Yeah.
But also then it starts building up and you're like, do I even want to see these people anymore? And by the way, sounds like they're shitheads anyway. If they're a bunch of drunks who play golf and you have nothing in common with them, why do you have to go out with them?
Right.
So how about limit your time to people who count? But maybe his clam wife wants to go out with them. That's the problem. Don't get married is the message here. Because you're then stuck with their damn friends. Am I right or am I wrong, Nick?
You're right. Oh, there's no plans for me anytime soon, so I'm ready. I'm out there. Sabrina, does she come to the studio?
Shut up.
Does she?
She would not like you.
She's coming here? She would love me.
Why would Sabrina Carpenter like you?
But she would have fun. We would have so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. She wrote that song, Man Child. I'm not a man child.
You
I have the
are.
haircut of a baby, but I'm not the fucking...
You have the haircut of a baby's
I have a good
ass.
apartment. I fucking take care of it. Everyone's dead in my family. I've taken care of myself.
Oh, you have?
I have.
Oh.
Not... just eating's been a tough one, but...
That is a tough one.
Better than drugs, I guess.
What's your opinion on what should he do? I say first choice, if you have a decent wife, you say, I don't want to go out with these people anymore. You go out with your clam friends.
Yeah.
If he can't do that, and she's going to be a Jew who pushes back, and the reason I put Jew in there, my friends know. If she's going to be a person who pushes back, and then, no, I really like my couple of friends. It's like so much fun to talk about golf. And if she's not going to go for that, then say, workshop me on how to do this bill better, or is it a possibility to just let it go completely and just be like, okay, I'm just once a week getting raped a little for the bill?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how often it's happening. That's the thing, too. Like, if it's once a month, whatever. Like, it's not the end of the world, I guess, if, like, all your friends or your kids are friends and these are the people you like, sure, once a month. But maybe you skip a few.
Yeah, I think, let them miss you.
Skip a few dinners.
So that it doesn't just build and build and build.
Right.
But I also think it's not, the issue is never the money. I think what the issue is, so if you said to me, Lisa, because I used to pay all the time, no matter what. Because I heard Chelsea Handler once on a show say, the person who makes the most money should always just be like, fuck it, pay. Especially if you have a public profile. So for a while, I was just paying. And I didn't resent it at all because I was like, hey, it's family, it's friends, who cares? No one took advantage at all, I guarantee it. But then I retired and I started going, am I trying to buy my worth with treating people all the time? So I started being really deliberate about, okay, we split the bill. So it's not really about the bill. What it's about is the underlying issue. The underlying issue for him, for me, might be, quote, getting taken advantage of. What does that have to do with today? It has to do with you're going to have to edit this a little. My issue is, the core issue is being taken advantage of. That doesn't come from that dinner with the dopey golf asshole white people in Weston, Connecticut. It comes from childhood, being taken advantage of, being overlooked, being not as important. So if he works on those deep issues, I think then the money, the food, the dinner, it doesn't even chart as important.
Right.
So if I'm resolving my underlying issue with it, then I'm not going to be resentful about the stupid $20 extra it is.
Right. Makes sense. Fuck you. What his name is?
He's adding nothing. I cannot wait for more guest hosts. You know what I mean? I cannot wait because he's just getting worse every week. And I'm fully saying it out loud so I don't have resentment. Yeah. It's worse and worse.
Jared,
is it just you feel
dude.
very out-lead because you have nothing to add?
I'm just a mess.
We gotta have a fixing Nick episode, but it'd be 10-parter.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm still waiting for mine.
You're fixing?
You really remembered that?
Yeah.
Because I do. No, I have it written down, but I was always.
remember.
Yeah, but part of me was afraid to bring up the Fixing Celia podcast because I was like, oh, maybe she doesn't think she's broken.
No, I'm waiting for mine.
Okay.
Impatiently waiting.
Okay, next recording session.
You said that last time.
Okay, well, write it the fuck down then. Jesus Christ. So you've been secretly carrying resentment. You've secretly been harboring a resentment. It comes out all passive aggressive. I've been waiting for mine, so instead of bringing it up, I'm going to answer emails during the show.
Egotistical or something to be like,
no.
Where's my episode?
How about like this? Let's pretend you're me, okay? So look like you have some esteem. So, yes. Well, I don't sit like that. Okay, suppose it's like this. Hey, Lise. Do you remember a couple of months ago, I don't know if you're joking or not, to do like a Fixing Celia episode? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it'd be really fun. Is that something you think we could do?
Yeah.
Okay, next week.
Okay.
Okay. Isn't that easier than you sitting there holding it into your skinny tits?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
Celia and I should have our own podcast called Skinny Tits.
Fat tits and skinny tits right there.
Thank you. I was
so
for the clarification.
How dare you, Celia?
Wait, back to the idiot in Connecticut. What's his name again?
Jared.
Arthur, listen. Well, all I have to say to you is work on your underlying self-hate. Work on the issue of being pushed aside and taken advantage of, which probably started with your second grade teacher or something, or your mom or your dad. Work on that, and then I don't think the money will be a problem. You will happily split the check and not look like an itemizing jerk-off. Next question.
Next question, number 3 here. Dear Lisa, I am a single woman in my early 40s. Me too. My best friend for 20 years used to text me daily and hang out on the weekends. Then she got married, had kids, and everything changed. To say she wants nothing to do with me anymore is an understatement. Wow,
geez.
Oof.
I thought my friends were shit.
Yeah, God. I realize I'm not in her married/parent world, but I resent the fact that she totally ditched me. I don't expect anything to change, but I do miss my former best friend. Already broke up with her.
Wow, they hate each other.
Dude, that's crazy. Should I put myself out and offer to visit her kids and do all those things?
Yeah, that wouldn't
move
build
on.
Yeah, that wouldn't build up too much. Go ahead.
Yeah, or move on and say it was nice while it lasted. Thanks, Sarah in Sacramento.
There's so many other options. Then should I become the unpaid babysitter, or should I just move on? Like
she sounds bitter as fuck, dude.
I don't blame her. She's hurt, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine, you got this bestie and you like all the time.
Can I be honest? I just don't trust her.
Who? Wait, what? The writer, or the other one? I don't trust the other cunt.
To say, hold on. To say she wants nothing to do with me anymore is an understatement. It's a little dramatic.
Oh, God, because you're so drama-free.
But
what's worse than that?
What I need to know, is there a scenario where her friend went, I don't want to fucking see you anymore? I don't know, right? Or is she just busy with her life?
Okay, let's assume, I think she might be overreacting. Meaning, I think that to say she wants nothing to do with me, I mean, I could have said the same thing about my friends who didn't initiate ideas. I could have been like, why do I have to have all the ideas? They obviously hate me. Because you can find any reinforcement for a negative belief. So if I'm out looking for evidence that my friends hate me, I will find it. That's what Brene Brown calls like the thing that that is a confirmation bias, where you just go, and I'm looking for evidence that you don't like me. So I could have said, I have evidence those two don't like me because they never reach out. Yeah, that's it. Instead, it's like, okay, assume the best. I assume the best. They actually like me because they say yes, let's have a talk. So she sounds like she's assuming the way worse. She almost wants evidence that the friend and her are done. If she actually is, take that sentence out, and she's actually interested in maintaining the friendship, no. Don't call and say, I want to hang out with your kids. No one's buying that. You'll end up talking to the kids like there was this great episode of Downton Abbey where like one of them one of the little kids is half Irish. So that's horrible in England, I guess, at the time. I don't know. They're both white. I thought that was decent. And she goes, the nanny behind everybody's back was going, "Ay, a little half-breed. You don't belong at the Abbey, little devil." That kind of stuff. And it was overheard by her ladyship, and she had to fire the nanny, and she didn't even let her wait till the morning train. She said, "You get out now." I just like paused to see when we would sell it. No, but like that was
What?
no, but that's like a big deal when you kick somebody out in the middle of the night, So what I'm trying to say is this girl's gonna be like that Irish dunk, that English snobby nanny, and she'll go in and she'll say, what's her friend?
Sarah.
So Sarah's gonna waltz in to her friend in what city?
Sacramento.
Sacramento, the capital of California, and go, I'll watch the kids. And then her friend is going to hear as she turns the lock coming in the door. She'll say to him, "Hey, you little half-breed, you got no business being my best friends. Keep her out there, off with you."
And then their black dad walks in.
Yeah, and they'll be like, "Whoops, spoke the truth." So I think don't volunteer, or else you're going to end up like that nanny cunt taking the evening train. And there wasn't even no evening train back in England at that time. She sat in that station for a long time. So anyway, all this to say, don't do that one. The other one isn't, didn't you give an option of, should I just move on and know this is over?
Right, yeah.
Don't do that. They're dramatic. You didn't check your facts. You got to check the facts. You got to say, "Hey, clammy friend, let's meet for coffee at your convenience. And can we just talk out? I don't feel like our friendship is where I would love it to be. What can we do?" You know what it is? It's approaching it. I know we've laughed a lot today, but one important point to take home. You approach the conversation with curiosity, not blame. So I'm curious what's happened to our friendship. I'm curious what I can do differently, what you can do different, how we could have a plan. And it feels like brainstorming, and everybody loves brainstorming. It's fun to come up with solutions. She's taking the easy way out by either becoming the nanny, calling the kid a half-breed, or doing the thing where she just cuts off the friend. She's taking the easy way out. She's probably a cut and runner, Enneagram 7 like Nick. Is that the truth?
Oh, 100%. I mean, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, I had one friend where I felt we knew each other we still are friends though. But there was a moment in time where I was like, I don't really hear from this guy anymore. And then I just kind of was like, we would talk like once a year, but we would talk for like an hour and a half. And I was like, all right, well, maybe that's just the category he's in now.
Sure.
Like we live in separate areas now, and like okay, all good.
Right.
Like I had a moment like this where I was like, well, every blah blah blah, and then
Of course.
It just is what it is, man. Like it's just accepting and just knowing that like we're still really good friends. It's just like, okay, it's not going to be
how it was.
Yeah,
There's a
okay,
certain grief and
fine.
sadness that it's not going to be like that forever,
Right.
but it's also like accepting where it is today. And it's not valueless to have the once a year friend. I have a friend I talk to probably once every 6 months, but she lives 4 hours away, time zone 4 hours different. So I'm like, that is a person you call at 3 a.m. Like, that's awesome to have somebody like that, just in case. Suppose somebody dies. Suppose, I don't know, I get kicked out when I'm nannying for the kids and there's no train. Like, say I'm in old oldie England and I have no train. I'm going to call Kelly in Vancouver and vent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she's 4 hours earlier than me. So all I'm saying is have the discussion. And then if it is where, okay, maybe we can have coffee every 3 months and she can get a babysitter or whatever. You go, okay, well, it's the new normal. It's sad, but I can at least accept something like that.
Right.
And don't be a victim.
Yeah.
Stop being a victim.
It's a big one.
Yeah. You get in victim mode, don't you?
Oh, I have.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're fucking screwing me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Nobody's thinking about us enough to screw us.
That's such a good point.
Everybody's just thinking about themselves. Like I have a friend, Bonnie, who is probably one of the busiest people I know because she has 2 kids. One's at West Point, which is a total mind fuck when they first leave because you're scared. They have to learn how to shoot and jump out of helicopters and crazy stuff that we as college students would never have even thought of. So our moms didn't have that torture. Then she's got a husband. She has an aging mother who's a handful. And it's like, I'm never going to take it personally if Bonnie doesn't call me every week. Do you know what I mean? Because I know she's thinking about. So it's saying that their circumstances are okay. Do I wish she could, at the drop of a hat, do everything I say? Yes.
Right.
But just because I wish it doesn't mean it's the right thing. And I grow more by accepting people how they are.
That's what I've done with my friends. And there's moments like one of my friends I've talked about on the podcast before, like Anthony, like he's busy as all hell. Mm-hmm. But he checks in.
Yeah.
Like you got 2 kids, you're running a business, you got all this stuff. Like it's fine. There's moments like, damn, I wish we could like hang out more. And
right.
Stuff. But like we're 37 now. He's got a lot of shit going on.
You know what the good thing is though? Like, because you're the same age-ish, if you live long enough, which you will, once you slim a little bit, once you stop that fat around your heart, if you will end up where his kids go off to college or they're living on their own, and it will be the hangouts of old. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love
the
age.
Comes back around.
It does.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool
That's
because then you're
point.
like, oh my God, like we can hang out more. So I think it's that hanging in through the really hard times, but talking about it and going, I wish it was like that. But I know it can't be, you know? Or you just, like Anna Goldfarb, our friendship expert, said, you get new friends. You cycle through friends every 7 years. Did you know I'm reading a book? I know that's shocking. Do you know our cells change every 7 years? Mm-hmm. So 7 years ago, I had completely different cells. Why couldn't they come back as more attractive is what I want to say. But let's another thing, self-hate aside. We'll do that with the Celia episode, which we probably are saying we're going to do next week, but not do it.
Yeah.
And she'll resent it and it'll be great. But like if we cycle through that body every 7 years, we're going to cycle through relationships and things are going to change. So people, learn from us.
Yeah.
Have the talk, notice it in your body, have the talk, and then at least you can either let it go or you can have a new normal.
Right.
Correct me where I'm wrong, Nick, and say what you should say. There's nowhere you're wrong.
I was just going to say you're perfect.
Oh, my God.
And I resent you for being perfect.
Yeah, put your glasses on so we could say a proper goodbye.
Yeah, we're back.
Oh, my God. Celia, thank you for being you. And for really not giving me a red-faced, resentful look even once this episode, I'm going to count that as a win.
It's a win.
Yes. And thank you for not reading emails. I even noticed your computer's tilted down, like she's not tempted to be on her Grindr or Tinder or whatever she's looking at. And Nick, tell everybody once again where they can find you on social media.
You can find me at Nick Scopes on Instagram or TikToks. You can find her at Lisa Lampanelli on Instagram or TikToks. If you want to reach out to us.
Okay, that was angry.
If you want to, email us at shrinkthisShow@gmail.com. That is shrinkthisShow@gmail.com. Please listen to us on your iHeartRadio app or wherever the hell you get your podcasts. And we won't resent you if you don't use the iHeartRadio app.
I will.
Okay.
But I'm going to say it out
Lisa will
loud
resent you.
so the resentment won't build.
Right.
You know, because all I need is these iHearts to come after me and be like, oh, not only, now we're going to give you 45 minutes of studio time a week, anytime. Fuck you.
Bye.
Oh, fuck you.